Hey everybody, MichaelCycle here. Today I have a demonstration on how to change the oil in your Suzuki GSX-R1000. First off, you will need to acquire some oil. Today I have Castrol 10W40 motorcycle oil, and I also have a Wix filter. Also, get yourself an appropriately sized drain pan. Our tools for today are very simple. We need a 17mm wrench and we need a 4mm hex wrench. It's also a good idea to keep cardboard underneath your workspace so you don't dirty up your sidewalk or garage floor. To begin, you'll want to take off your left side fairing. You're going to have one right here. These are the 4mm hex bolts, and there's also one down there. Then you have your plastic clips. There'll be one right here, and there's going to be two that hinge underneath and connect the two fairings. Then you'll find three of these little nipples right here, and you just pull on those. Those will be connected here. There's here. And there should be one more right there. The fairing should just pull off with a slight little tug. So go ahead and fire your bike up for a few minutes, let the oil get nice and warm, and put your bike up on a block. So right next to your headers, you'll find your drain plug, and be very careful not to touch this. This thing is extremely hot if you just let your bike warm up. Remove your oil fill plug. That'll ensure that oil gets out of your engine quicker and flows faster. Make sure your drain plug is situated right underneath your drain pan, and be ready to take it off, and it's going to spew oil. Oh, yep, there we go. It's also a good idea to replace the crush washer on your drain plug. The torque specs are about 16 foot-pounds. Next up, you'll want to remove your oil filter, and this might be a good idea to wait on until everything cools down because you're going to be putting your hand in there, so just give it a few minutes. At this point, it'd be helpful to have a oil filter wrench. Oil filter's off. Now, take your new one, dab a little bit of oil on this O-ring, and screw it on. You can either use a wrench or you can do it hand tight. You really don't need to put it on that tight, just FYI. This one was a bitch to take off. Oh, and absolutely do not cross thread this. And this is why you lay down cardboard. By now your headers are probably covered with oil from your filter, so spray some brake cleaner on there. That'll evaporate it all up and prevent a lot of smoking when you go to start up your bike after you're finished with your oil change. And a funnel will definitely make your life a lot easier. Anywhere from 3 to 3.5 quarts of oil, depending on how much you let drain out, and depending on if you filled up your oil filter before you put it on. And that should be good. Just make sure to tip your bike up straight and check your oil level, and make sure to let it circulate, let it run through for about a minute before you check it. You'll want to examine your oil filter and your drain plug for any leaks. Your fairing's back on. Now all you have to do is clean up your mess. And one last thing people don't mention is take your oil to an auto shop and have them recycle it for you. Don't just pour it in your lawn or, dump it down the drain. They don't charge you for it. You just kind of have to go out of your way to go do it. And with that being said, this video has come to a conclusion. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. Like the video, make sure to subscribe. Links will be in the description below for everything that I use for this oil change. Have a good day, everybody.